It's your girl Lauren, and we are back with another episode of Howard Hotties. Today is the part 2 of Howard Hotties Hustlers, and we have Jayla, Kaylin, and Stance, and they are all hustlers of the Mecca. Let's get into the video.
Hi, my name is Jayla Walker. I'm a sophomore marketing major from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm the owner of Meg's Organics, a sustainable skincare line that's vegan and plant-based, and Camille Swim, a sustainable and eco-conscious swimwear brand. And I guess I could say that I started both of my brands for similar reasons. It just applies to skincare and bodies. So basically just a lack of self-confidence in myself pushed me to start brands that make other people feel good. So to sum it up, that's pretty much why I do what I do. And yeah.
Kaylin Dennis. I'm a sophomore radiation therapy major from Brooklyn, New York, and I do hair. My initial brand name was called K Hairology, but eventually I'm just gonna want to do something more. So we're just not paying attention to that right now. But I started my business when I was 15 years old in high school. My mom used to do my hair. That was like our bonding thing. But then she started working late, talking about her hands was hurting. She just didn't have time for me anymore. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just learn how to do my own hair. That was that time. It was a time where weaves was kind of trending, and leave out wigs. So it was just a great way for me to meet other people, network with people that was in my school, meet other types of girls, and that's really why I still kind of do it today. I like the people that I meet. I like even just sitting in the chair. It's like therapy for people. So I just like that part of my day, and that's what keeps me going.
So, hey guys, it's Amber Lastancia Woody, otherwise known as Stance. I'm a sophomore international business major from Hampton, Virginia, and I am a makeup artist and a beauty creator. And honestly, I do both of those for the same reason. If I could do makeup every day for the rest of my life, I probably would. And honestly, I probably wouldn't even charge people, but that's not really how life works. But it's just something that, I find happiness in, and I find happiness in seeing other people kind of realizing, their own self-worth and how beautiful they can really look and feel on any given day. So that's why I do what I do.
So I have a couple questions for Jayla. Let's start with you. How did you overcome being insecure, and how do you think your brand did that for you? So you say that you were insecure at the beginning, but you're developing that brand to help people get out of their shell and things like that. So how did you do that?
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys know, but I have vitiligo, and it's like skin discoloration, and I have it in really small parts of my body. It's spread it out a little bit. But when I was younger, it was it's faded now. You can barely even see it. But when I was younger, it was something I didn't even want to go outside, basically. And I didn't really understand until I got to maybe middle school that our imperfections are what make us different and what make us unique. And I think that I was too caught up in wanting to be like everyone else and not really understanding why my skin was the way that it was. And so that's where the insecurity stemmed from. But once I got out of that, maybe early high school, late middle school, I was like, yeah, this is just not going to cut it, because I'm always going to feel disappointed in myself or unhappy with myself if I seek to be like others. So once I figured that out, I was like, yeah, no, this is a wrap, girl. You got to get it together. You have to do something with this. And so I basically turned my pain into my passion and figured out that the same thing that I did for myself and the feeling of overcoming that insecurity is what I want to spend the rest of my life doing. I want people that felt how I feel to be able to get something out of me and embrace their natural beauty and stuff. So that's basically how I overcame it and why it drives my business.
That's really beautiful. And I definitely can feel it in the way that you promote your business, and even just looking at it. If you go to your page, it just feels like it's all warm and calm.
Girls have to get over these insecurities. We are beautiful inside and out, literally.
Yes, I love it so much. So you say you were helping people overcome their insecurities and feel beautiful. And I know that Stan said she was doing that as well with makeup. So how do you feel like that applies when you're doing makeup?
Girl, to me. I think a lot of people come in and they never really expect what they're gonna look like all this. And I don't have a mirror in front of like my clients or anything, so I just like completely do their makeup, and then at the end I'm like, okay, like you can go look in the mirror, and it's just like the look on their face. It's like you're really just highlighting what's already there. Like it's already there. You're already beautiful. The makeup doesn't make you beautiful. It just enhances exactly how you already look. So I think it definitely does help with that kind of self-confidence and really covering, some people have like acne scarring, discoloration, and your brand can help with that, right? But mine, it's just really giving people a chance to kind of see themselves in a different light, but also realize once you take it off, like the same person was always there. So yeah.
And I want to hop over to Kaylin with the same thing. Like, so you do makeup and you see that that's just enhancing your beauty. So how do you feel like doing hair enhances people's beauty?
But mom, before I answer my question, Jayla, let me tell you something, girl. Like, like I have your products right over there in my corner, and it's the first time that like I've ever seen like a crazy change in my skin. So I just want to say, Roman, and just thank you so much. That's all I say.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Beautiful. Bringing people together. Yes.
Yeah. I would say that aside from just doing people's hair and them actually seeing that they feel beautiful, just like listening to people and just making their day just better, like because you just realize people are experiences. The people that you meet, it's like they're not main characters in your life, but they're main characters in their own life, and just talking to them for those 2 hours, 3 hours is just like they can just breathe just for 2 seconds and sit down and reflect on their day, reflect what they're going through, and you're just listening to them. Sometimes I speak, sometimes I don't, but and even when it's times that the conversations aren't flowing or we're not having those crazy akikiki type of conversations, just allowing them to feel comfortable in their skin. People come and they're just like, oh, I'm sorry, like my hair is not, or sorry, this, that, and that. And just like, I'm never going to make you feel about that. So the fact that you had to even tell me that was just like, so just aside from just putting a wig on, telling people, okay, like when your wig is off, this is how you should take care of your hair. This is how you should look at yourself, because when that's off and when you're not posting up for Instagram and not, feeling your best self, you should always feel beautiful. You know what I mean? So just having those conversations with people all the time and just hoping that when they leave my chair, they could feel good about themselves.
That's like the perfect way to answer that. Like I feel like definitely that whole thing, even getting your hair done, makeup done, having good skin, self-care, all of that is a part of self-care, and that's what we should promote, and people should definitely take the time to do that for themselves. I feel like a lot of the times, especially us being in school, we just go, go, go and don't really think about doing things for ourselves and promoting our self-care, which is mental health, which is just all of that interconnected. And then boom, then you're a better person overall. What would you say to the young girls out there wanting to start a business and wanting to do makeup, do hair, sell skincare products, sell swimwear products? What would you tell them?
Well, I'll start off. I would say that I think a lot of people, something that really irritated me while I was younger, when people will always be like, what do you want to be when you get older? That would literally give me anxiety. Like, I dreaded going around my family because I wasn't prepared to answer that question. I don't know what I want to be when I get older. So I really just encourage people to figure out who they are instead of what they want to be, because usually what you end up doing is something that you would just already do without it being like a business goal or what I want to be later on. Like, it's always going to come back to that core you. So I always inspire people to just, or always hope to inspire someone to be who they are naturally, and not really think too much about it, because you don't want to do something in the end that's going to make you unhappy if you're just doing it for a different goal, but it's not really pleasing your true self. So that's what I would say.
That's a fact.
Anybody else want to add on to that?
I agree with Jayla. I just feel like people, I know for me, like, it was pressure since I was in the 6th grade as to what college I was going to, what I was going to do. I knew since elementary school I was going to be some type of doctor. I was going to do something in the medical field. And now at 19, I'm just like, dang, like, if I go tell my mom I don't want to do medicine no more, now she's looking at me crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like just take it easy. Like, take it one step at a time. Life is going to figure itself out eventually. Like, as long as you're putting yourself in the right path. And I'll also say, for young people that want to get into the beauty business or any type of business, don't not do it because somebody else is doing it. I feel like even when I was starting, there's gonna be people that are way better than me when I start, and I can't be discouraged by that. I'm just gonna want to be where they're at or be better. So just take that and make it your motivation. Wake up and want to be better every day. Teach yourself every day. Learn every day, and just be positive. Don't be ungrateful. Like, there's gonna be stressful days. There's gonna be days where you just don't want to do this anymore. But just always be grateful. And that's what
Yes, I love that. I love it.
And let me throw a piggyback on there. I would just say, don't strive for perfection. As a team leader, I stress this to my kids all the time. Don't strive for perfection, strive for progress. Because at the end of the day, as long as you keep going and you keep perfecting whatever it is you want to do, you'll be as good as you want to be. And I think that you shouldn't limit yourself to just one passion. Like, clearly, me with this full face of makeup on, telling people I want to be an international business student with a concentration in supply chain looks a little crazy. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do it because not only is like makeup my passion, but business is my passion. So I just want you guys, so everybody really, to know that you can have that duality in different fields, and you don't have to just fit the mold of what a makeup artist is supposed to do. They're supposed to only do this. What a hairstylist is supposed to do, they're only supposed to do this. Like, there's so many possibilities in this world for us to just sit here and pick one. And I mean, if you can pick one and be happy with it, that's props to you. But me, knowing me, I cannot be happy with doing just one thing. And I just don't think you should limit yourself to doing one thing. So yeah.
I definitely
Can
agree.
I actually add to that? Because that is a fact. That is really a fact. I just want to say that something that stood out to me about what you were saying about not limiting yourself, I think that is equally as important to whatever it is that you're interested in. It doesn't matter how many things it is. It's important to be consistently great. So if you're wanting to start something, if you're wanting to grow in any aspect of your life, honestly, whatever you focus on is what you create more of. So being consistently great is basically, if you have a business idea, go for it. Do something every day to work towards that goal. Don't say, oh, today I'm going to do all this for my business, but I'm not going to do anything for a month, because you're always going to be a step behind the person that's trying every single day. You just have to keep going every single day, no matter what. And like Kaylin said, it's going to be hard days. You have to even get through those days. So it's really just about being consistently great and knowing that whatever you're working towards is going to be all worth it in the end, honestly.
Definitely, like, that's y'all are so good at this. I love this. I'm very impressed at the answer,
Thank
at
you.
the encouragement, everything. And I feel like with people, like, people are not meant to just be stagnant and doing one thing. Like, I feel like I probably started and haven't finished like 50,000 different things and all these things I have in my mind that I want to do. So I feel like when people just try to settle in one path, it's not going to work out. You have to try to branch out and go for anything you want to do. Like, I agree 100%.
Yeah, what about you, Lauren, Miss Poet, Miss
Well,
Podcast,
Oh,
Head
ooh,
Honchos?
that is a strong word. Poet is a very strong word that I don't think.
Nah, bro.
I'm an
If you
occasional
release the
writer. I think
content and you're happy with it,
that's
bro.
I feel like I don't finish as many things as I would like to, which really bothers me. Like, I feel like I can be doing so much more than what I am, and I shouldn't feel that way.
No, I feel like that's real though, because I feel like a lot of people want to be all motivational, and I mean, granted, I love a good motivational moment, but like, really, the whole starting projects and never finishing, that is so real. Like, There's so many makeup looks I do and never post them because I don't think they're good enough. I don't want to finish. Them days get hard days like that, and sometimes you never finish. But sometimes, the end project of all those unfinished attempts is so much greater than what you could have accomplished finishing them.
Yes.
I mean,
Is this poetry? Am I hearing poetry right now? Because I need to snap a little bit because that's some good stuff. But let me see. So I asked everybody on the last Howard Hotties Hustlers episode, what is their favorite Black-owned or Howard-owned brand? Think long and hard about this. Think about it. Anything?
I don't want to be the cornball to say shop LHP, but
we had that last time. We gotta bring up a new one.
But I'm gonna think about my other one.
All of our favorite, or at least one of them.
Yeah, I definitely love that brand though. Like it's
Howard was.
Oh, Stitch Districts by Rashonda. She's great. She's a designer.
What's that?
And all these really cute pieces. I don't know if y'all follow Maya Jordan on Instagram. Anyways, not the point. She makes amazing clothes. She's amazing. Everything is just top quality. So good. Chef's kiss. I'm really just there for the content. I just stay there scrolling. But I love her.
Don't lie, bro. Right now, it's really my sis Jayla Meg Organics. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I tell y'all, I'm busy right now. So, thank you. But like, I don't y'all should see my shelf. Like, how much things I throw out, how much things I buy for my skin. Like, when I was in high school, my skin was terrible. Like, and I still have hormonal acne. I still have, menstrual acne, things like that I struggle with. And I've never found anything that made me glow and made my acne go away. I'm not gonna lie.
That's crazy.
And my sis really just been blessing me. So
thank you so much.
Shout out to you. Like, this is real genuine. This is real from the heart right now. Like, my skin has never really been better. So thank you.
Yeah, and I can definitely vouch for Kaylin because I remember even being like freshman year, you were talking about how bad your skin was and your problems going with it. So yeah, I definitely believe that Jayla.
See, but like.
No, I was looking at it and I was going to say, it's real nice. It's a real glow, real clear. What about you, Jayla? Do you have?
I think that my favorite brand right now, at least, because it's about to be spring, my friend Aya, she has a brand called All the Rage, and she has like accessories, sunglasses, bags, and all of that. And I'm just ready to get to the beach. So I've been stacking up on my glasses, like, those glasses are so cute. I literally wear them with every outfit. All my pictures on Instagram, those are the only glasses that I wear, really. So I really like that brand. And not just because she's one of my closest friends. I really do like the product.
Doesn't she have some flame glasses, or am I tripping?
Yeah, she does.
Yep, I like it a lot.
And it's affordable too. I have a lot of sunglasses that are like extremely pricey and they're not even that cute. But hers, they're like the same quality, but a lot more affordable. So I appreciate that.
We usually have debates about like Howard things. So what, like, do y'all have any either ors, like Annex or Blackburn? That was a question I asked last time. So like, y'all have an either or?
It's Annex. Just to be clear, it's Annex.
I said Annex too, but people really got on my butt last time about that.
Blackburn is for the athletes. If you like walking to the hilltop, Blackburn is for you. But after class, ain't nobody walking up that hill past 3 o'clock.
I'm saying, I'm not walking all the way up there to get some food.
I'm not.
See, honestly, Miss Rona messed it up for me. I can't even give a real answer to that because I only have a year of experience.
That's true. That's really true. Like,
I'm gonna say Annex only because of that walk. Like, why would I walk all the way over there and there's a calf right by? No, I'm not walking.
The Blackburn was pretty though. Like, it looked better than
it was nice. It was nice. Do you have any tips for people wanting to start their business? So I know how earlier you guys said, just keep going. If you have an idea, you start it. Don't be worried about it. So do you have any tips on like apps or different services people may want to use to be able to build their brand?
Yeah, so I'll start with that. I started off with Big Cartel when I started my business in 2017. I didn't really know anything about like marketing or how to convert like all this social media stuff into sales, and that's why I'm a marketing major. So basically, it was more like trial and error. And as a business owner, you're going to figure that out. Like, you're never going to know for real, all the way what you're doing. You're going to figure it out as you go. And I would say, like, just find peace in that. Don't stress out about it too much, because it's always going to be something you can learn and improve on. But as it relates to apps, Shopify has definitely been really helpful. But I just recently switched to a different platform that's more customizable. So really just finding what works best for you. I do think everybody should start on Shopify or Big Cartel, though, only because it's really easy to navigate and figure out when just starting out.
Anything else? Yes.
Um, for one, I would say YouTube. YouTube is free and YouTube is your best friend. Like, there's so many resources, so many people that are just on YouTube doing their makeup, but you could watch their video and learn something that you wasn't doing that they do. Like, would be a great thing to add to your routine. Um, and I would also say as a tip, like, know yourself. Like, know if you're the type of person to own a business. I feel like anybody could do it. I'm not gonna lie, but not everybody can do it. Like, you have to know how professionalism is a big thing. You know, code switching. You can't just talk to a client like you're talking to your friend, even if that's your friend. When we're talking about business, we're talking about business. So just knowing how to separate those relationships. You're gonna meet people that aren't friendly. You're just gonna have to deal with that. People that are on your phone screaming at you, cursing at you, and you just have to tell them, like, I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna service you, and move along your day. Like, you just can't let things like that take over you, because that's just one person out of all these people that are supporting you. So know what type of person you are. If you know that you can deal with all of that, plus everything that's going on in your life, plus school, plus everything else, then definitely, figure that out. And third, just learning the concept of balance. Because owning a business is going to become a priority, just like how school is a priority, just like how healthcare is a self-care is a priority. Just learning how to balance, having that and dealing with everything that's going on in your life. Because like we're saying, practice persistence and being consistent and learning and growing. But if you're not taking out that time to being great, then it's never going to happen. So if you know that you're not really a persistent person, or you start something and you don't finish, then think about that. And if you want to change that, then I think you should.
Yeah. Okay. I love that. I love that.
Okay, my little contribution. No, I definitely agree with the whole time commitment and definitely being persistent. That's why my first recommendation, especially with like personal branding and even with any business you decide to start, I just recently implemented this and it's really changed my life. A content calendar to really map out and see what's getting posted where and what content across what platforms is getting posted. It just makes life a lot easier. So then you're like, okay, Tuesday, gotta post this. Tuesday, gotta also post it Twitter. Also gotta do this on Wednesday. Like, so you have that time. Usually do it like 2 weeks in advance. So then you have that time to kind of prep. So then all you have to do is post the content. And a lot of things I do, your notes app, best friend. I keep all of my little caption like templates in there. But mainly I would just say the content calendar. I use Acuity scheduling for my personal like clients, and it'll email them their little confirmation of their appointment. If they want to change it, they can. It just puts a lot of the work off of you, especially if you're doing orders through DM or and stuff like that. And get a link tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a link tree.
I love that. Thank you guys so much for coming and being a part of this show and sharing all your ideas and your methods and your thoughts with the people. And I appreciate it so much. So
Thank
that's
you
all
for
I have.
having us.
Bye.
Yeah. Howard Hotties. Woo. So thank you, Hotties, for watching another episode of Howard Hotties. And we will be back with another episode next week. So stay tuned.